Hey everyone, welcome back to my garage. I'm Lyle. This is the new project. It's a 1971 SL350 by Honda, of course, and that's what we're going to be working on today. So let me show you around and show you what it's all about. So this bike doesn't run, and it only has 3,659 and 6/10 miles. A lot of good things about this bike. It's all original except the handlebars, maybe like fuel lines and small things like that. But it's got the seat cover, it needs to be cleaned a little, but it's still super fresh feeling. It's got the original pipes. It's got the new Shinko tires, I believe. Is that what they are? Yeah, the Shinko tires, the Amazon specials, front and back. Still got all of the little hairs from the tires, so I don't think there's even been a single mile put on the tires. Wheels and hoops are all really nice. The spokes are real nice. They all have that zinc plating, fresh coat, whatever that yellow color is. I don't know, maybe it's not zinc. It's missing the stickers on the side covers, but I already purchased those. Not sure where I put them, but I got them somewhere. That's right, that was the main thing that's missing. Doesn't have the snorkel or the air filter cages, but you know, it's got everything else. Let's take a look inside the gas tank. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can get this done one-handed. You just gotta trust me that the gas tank is really nice inside. Obviously, it needs a new gasket on the gas cap. Just some easy stuff. Let's open the seat and take a look in there and see what we got. So the seats on these ones open a little different than the K2s. Somebody replaced this rubber. This thing feels way too brand new. Maybe that's stock, I don't know. I already kind of messed around with the bike. It came with a key, so of course first thing I did was try to charge the battery and see what was going on. Battery won't hold the charge. It looks like the original one. It's one of those USA ones, I think. Is that how it's called? Yuasa, Yuasa. So it might be original. The back fender has some dents. Nothing I would even worry about, but the person I got it from gave it with another fender, so that's not dented. So that's pretty nice. I'd say probably the dents on the fender and then these scratches up on the front fender are probably the only thing that really is kind of a little bit not nice. So the story is, I got the bike from a guy. He was asking $2,000. I paid $1,900 for it. He has never heard the bike run. I think he had it for like a year or so, and he said that he didn't feel comfortable working on it and didn't really know what he was doing. The guy he got it from also didn't really know how to work on stuff, but he had it running, or the bike was running when he got it, so 2 previous owners ago. And he did all the cleanup stuff and did the tires and a few other things. And for some reason he went to change the coil and the bike never ran after that. So I took a peek under there. It looks like it might be a brand new Honda coil. I think they say like Tech or something like that on the side. Anyways, so I'm thinking this might be just some mixed up wires or a condenser or something fun and easy. Not 100% sure though, so what we'll do is we'll take everything off, you know, the gas tank and side covers and such. I already got a new battery. I'm missing the cap for the toolbox, so I got that. I also got the original handlebars already. So I got a few things. The only things I really got to still find and source are the air filter cages. Go figure, that's how it usually goes. But I don't have to do the exhaust, so that's really nice. Speaking of, you guys want to see the pipe on the other side? Check out some of this, brand new chrome. Everything's still so nice on the bike. Check this pipe out though. And it is an original one. I don't know if you can see any of this writing here. It says Honda, I don't know, Charisma Spark arrestor, some. But take a look. It's, you know, it's smashed a little right here. Can you see that? And then the little pad stopper thing isn't there. But it's got like whatever that little baffle thing is like brand new. The hardware for it is the original hardware, so it's all looking really good. But what I will probably end up doing is doing the carb tango, and we got to figure out how to get spark. That's basically the main thing wrong with this, is we got to figure out how to get the spark happening. So let's go ahead. What I'm going to do is get the battery full of acid, charged up. I'll get the tank off, maybe the seat off too, get the old battery out, get the new battery in so we can start testing and seeing, you know, what's going on in here. Yeah, so stick around and I'll see if we can't figure this problem out and get this thing started. So this is probably best case scenario. When I took out the gas tank, not only are the coils brand new and look like made for Honda, judging by the yellow and blue wires, but there's also a brand new double pack of condensers there. So this is looking pretty good. Let me show you the maker mark. So if you look, it has that, well, it's upside down, but it says Tech, I think. So I'm pretty certain that that's what is on the original coils. So while I was waiting for the battery to charge, I went ahead and started looking into things. First thing I did was check to see if this fuse was good here. And the fuse might be alright, but check this crap out. This is the main power wire. Yeah, it's not soldered or anything, it's just kind of tied on there. And then it's got this little connector on the end that's just peeking out, some stuff everywhere waiting to ground. So while I'm waiting for the battery to finish charging and stuff, I'm going to go ahead and make a new one of those guys, and probably make a ground wire too, so I can go from the negative terminal right to the bolt sitting there right here, so that way I'll have a frame ground. I know it's got a ground wire, but according to all the experts online, these are notorious for not having a good ground connection, so I'll just go ahead and I'll make a little ground strap for it as well. Okay, we got the battery in. The battery's all charged and full. I also made this new wire for the 12 volt positive. And then I made this ground strap here. So let's go ahead and let's put our key in and let's see what happens. Alright, let's start with the lights. Oh, even that little bright lamp thing works there. So that's cool. Let's turn off these. Oh, yes. Those work too. Very nice. Oh, and look. We got some tail light. Some running light. Let's try the brake. Nice. Okay, let's try the rear brake too. Yeah. Alright, things are looking pretty promising already.
Okay, so we got our spark plug down here. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the light and then kick it. You tell me if you see any spark, okay? Contact. Oh. Did you see it? Did we turn off this light too? Can you see that? Let's try zooming in a bunch, huh? Get you guys really in there. Well, did you see it? It's sparking. So that's pretty good news, because it basically can start now. There's only a few things you need to start a bike for those of you that are new to this game. You gotta have air. I know there's air because I'm breathing it right now, and I can see that the carburetor front is open, so nothing's blocking that. We gotta have spark. We just saw we had spark. We gotta have fuel. I got a little fuel bladder there. I'm gonna hook up and we'll fill up the carburetor flow bowls. And the last thing is compression. And I know it has compression because when the spark plug was on, it was really hard to kick, and you can hear in the intake there and in the coming out the exhaust, the pressure being pressurized and depressurized. So we got all of the basic four. So what I'm gonna do is put some gas in from the fuel bladder and cross my fingers, say a couple prayers, and then we'll see if we can get this started. All right, everything's all set up. I went and put some gas in the float bowls. We got spark. We got air. We got compression. We got some starting fluid just in case. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a kick one time first, just to kind of prime the engine. And then we got key on, that on. Let's put choke up, choke on. Okay, let's see. First kick. Here we go. Nope. Oh, little something. Oh, there we go. Try a little starting spray. Yeah. So now that I heard it run, and it ran pretty well, you know, for sitting for a long time, on old gas, by the way. So I feel pretty confident that it's probably gonna work just fine. A couple of things I'm gonna have to do though before I actually go and try to ride it is we gotta do the carb tango. So I got those taken off already on the workbench. We just basically gotta take them all apart and clean them all real well. I also wanna put some new fuel line on. The oil looks really clean, but I might end up replacing that, I don't know. So we'll go ahead and get those on, get the wires fed through that. I'm also gonna have to do a derust little few day session on the tank. Pretty easy stuff though. I don't really need anything yet other than those air filter cages. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead. We'll do some time lapse on the carburetor teardown. I'm gonna throw it in the ultrasonic. So anyways, back to the show. Just in case there's any youngsters out there watching, if you're ever wondering how to get these on and off an easier way, don't be like me and take your whole life to learn this trick. So you put this, I don't know what that thing's called, the little twisty thing. You put that all the way in as far as you can, so that way it makes sure and still lines up with that opening there, right? And then you hold the cable while pulling. Now, when you let go of the lever, pull the cable back, and that gives you a little bit more. And then you set it right in that crack right there and pull it again. See how much it gives you, and as it comes back, you just pull it like that. And then you go and adjuster. Isn't that what it's called? A brake adjuster? I don't know. But then you go ahead and you cinch that guy back out so you get all the slack out. A little bit more. And then you put your locking little guy in there. And all set. Same thing with when you want to take it out. When you want to take it out, here, I'll do that for you real quick too. You just ram that guy all the way back home. Get it to the last little link that you can get, or thread. And then you just do the reverse. You pull it, and then when you let go of the lever, you got to be pulling that cable ready to catch all that play. See how that works? Anyways, it works with the clutch too. And I used to have a real hard time figuring out how to get all this junk off, you know, when I first started doing this type of stuff on bikes and all. So little tricks like that, I just pick up along the way or figure out along the way, and there you go, there's a freebie for you. So far we got the carburetors on, things are looking pretty good. I don't know the condition of the intake boots, we'll just assume they're perfect. We got the fuel line on, as you probably just saw. We also got the gas tank cleaned out. Let me get a flashlight and I'll show you that if I can. It's kind of tough to show inside of gas tanks, but you kind of just got to take my word on it that it's very clean inside now. Well, just except for this rust right here, obviously. Oh, never mind that brown rust you see. Look past the rust and you can see there's no rust. Anyways, back to what we're doing. The gas cap, I don't know if you remember that gasket that sits there. The sealing gasket was rotted. So I got that out. Here's the whole assembly over here on the workbench. Here is the seal number. Got 17525300 and that's what the internet say is that part there. So we'll go ahead and get that done real quick, and then we can get the gas tank back on. Last few things, I got the horn switch wired into the handlebars along with the control pod, and the last few things we got to do is take off the back fender and light and swap in the spare one that doesn't have the dents on the side right here. I also got some new grips, and we got the cap for the tube toolbox. Okay, go ahead and sit tight and we'll bust the rest of this stuff all out lickety split.
gives me